the voice you pull for Volgrim, it's like it's almost like and again, it's like taking a mix between the snake from Jungle Book and putting Iago from Aladdin together and just making it seamless. And I'm like, that's impressive as hell.
Well, it's funny you say that, Blake Spartan, because sometimes, in my head, I'll either draw a voice from a person in my life, who I feel is similar to this character, like in Futurama, there's a character Robot Preacher that is completely taken from an actual preacher friend of my minister, another aunt of mine who's a minister. She's hanging out with this preacher who was basically like a cartoon version of a preacher. He's a big round dude, like one circle for his body, one circle for his head, and really, Reverend JC, really? you trying to get higher? But I felt if they're gonna be a preacher, it should sound like a real preacher.
That's Southern Baptist, right?
But sometimes you reach into the energy of another performer, Like I've told this story many times. Going into audition for Jon Stewart in Justice League, the person who auditioned right in front of me was Dennis Haysbert.
Oh, wow!
And I was like,
"Wow,
holy shit! Wow. He looked like the human version of the cartoon character."
The president was in front of him, ladies and gentlemen.
Because Dennis is huge. I mean, if Dennis was wearing green, he would have looked like the live action version. But Dennis also has a really deep, powerful voice. And I was like, yeah, well, he looked like the character. The character should sound like him. So I went in and did my version of a Dennis Haysbert voice. And for Volgrim, there was something about the character. Looking at it, I thought, you know what? I'm lucky I got this. Because this seems like a role that Mark Hamill would kill. So I'm like, ooh, maybe he would sound a little bit like Mark's Joker voice. So I began to do something in that realm.
Very well. War is too hazardous an occupation for myself, Horseman. I am here in the name of blind capitalism. I am Volgrim, merchant of the damned, a trader who deals in souls for profit. Even in the face of the apocalypse, one must endeavor to earn a living.
Yeah,
and they agreed. They said, "Okay, we like that for Volgrim." Like,
wow.
Oh, I'm still tripping over the fact that
good thing Mark Hamill isn't behind me.
Right. I'm still tripping over the fact you had the president. You had the president in front of you.
Yeah, president in front. Yep. Like I said, the president.
You said Dennis Haysbert. I'm like, yo, wait, what?